if you go along a certain path, you notice certain things that you only learn if you're on that path, right? Let's say you go on a hike and you took a certain route, 2 lefts into that hike, you will see a fallen tree. The only way you will know about that fallen tree is if you experienced it in person or if somebody told you. So just like that route, I'm taking an unconventional route with my life. Now, what am I getting at? I'll answer that question with another question. What have I noticed? As you navigate as a person, right? Just like moving around or whatever, as you navigate as a person, and if you're taking yourself serious and you're taking yourself and what you do serious, you have to acquire certain things. This is like me documenting like whatever I'm doing. So like when I'm in a way completely other different situation, right? Like maybe somebody else can watch these videos. You must have no weak points at all. Everything about you got to be sure of yourself, like 100%, no weak points at all. First thing, right, is a commanding presence. You have to walk different. You got to be well put together, suave. People have to look at you and automatically think that they can't try you. You have to be able to glance at someone and they must feel some type of intimidation. They must have some type of intimidating feeling, you know, just by you taking a glance at them. It has to be a switch. You got to be like that, you feel me? It's easy to do this if you're well dressed and you're fit. You're just like, you know, you're well put together. You look like a professional. So that's kind of like the physical things, right? But what about the non-tangible things? I'm being serious, but like with every step you take, there has to be some type of intention behind it. You have to, this is what I'm talking about. You got to be sure of yourself. You have to be extremely, extremely sure of yourself. Every step that you're taking, intentional. In a nutshell, you gotta have power, you gotta have swag, you gotta have confidence, right? All those things go into what the hell I'm saying. So the next thing, right, like that's important, but this is important too. So the next thing is the power to analyze, think, and thinking on your toes, right? So all three of these things are important. So if you do that long enough, and I'm talking about just like thinking and analyzing and just being on your toes, if you do all of that long enough, even in stressful situations, you'll be calm, and that's what type of energy that a leader needs. Now, if you really just about thinking on your toes, if you really get good at thinking on your toes, it brings foresight. Like you can low-key predict the near future. You can low-key predict the near future. So like, let's say you're in a room with 4 other people, right? Crazy situation could occur. And since you know the other personalities and you actually think and you think on your toes, since you know the other personalities, you could possibly know how they react. You could possibly know what they're gonna do. You could possibly know that, think a step ahead, and move accordingly, right? That's literally what thinking one step ahead, you know, is. Like chess players, like kind of like war, you know, like, oh, I know this general, he's gonna move his, you know, his troops over there, something like that. So I'm gonna go over here and counter him, like something like that. So I'm basically telling you not to be a meathead. You got to be sharp. Like you can't just be walking in the world and just be a fucking airhead. Like you just can't do that. So the next thing, right? So that I gave you 2 things. The next thing is pretty simple. It's pretty straight to the point. You have to physically be dangerous. You have to be dangerous. You got to physically be dangerous. Whether it's learning some type of, you know, martial art, learning how to shoot, learning how to drive like really, really fast. Hold on. This ambulance is coming up. Like learning how to drive really, really fast. Nothing physical can be out of reach for you, right? Like if you steal my girl's purse or something, like that, right? You could have a head start and get into a car and then swim across a lake, then ride on a horse 5 miles. I'm gonna still catch you because I know how to do all of that and I'm really good at it. You gotta be good at everything. You gotta like learn how to drive like really, really fast. Like go to a racetrack and like, you know, drive really fast. Do a couple laps. You gotta like fight professionally, not professionally, but train professionally and just be sure of yourself in that category too. You gotta know how to handle a gun. Like, men have experiences, and that's what makes them, you know, like who they are. You feel me? Experiences build you as a man. So like, you gotta experience everything. You just gotta do some hard shit every now and then. You know, like, you might think I'm wildin', but that's the difference between me and you.